Going back here to your service team, you said that the reason people never leave is because of the service team. How have you gone about building your service team?
Great question. So early in my career, I understood that I was really good at, I could speak, I could write, and I could sell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I was terrible at.
Right there with you.
Terrible. So I hired a person to come in and do operations.
Okay.
And I think the first hire I made was CFO. So my accountant, she was a CPA at the time and still is. So my first hire was CPA, and so I think in order to run a company, you have to have quality financials. Up until we did the Acrisure deal, I was getting my financials, balance sheet, income statement, cash flow statement on the 5th of every month.
Okay.
And I would pore over those and look, do comparisons. And so financial management's key. So first of all, if you're going to build a team financially, or you can outsource it. That's what I've learned too. You can, but don't do your own books. Number two, operationally, you have to have somebody that's going to, be the conductor, if you will. And then my job is to find and develop producer talent. And so that's what I'm really now the sales manager of the company and help people close deals and still find them, but I haven't taken on a new client for, 3 or 4 years.
Really?
Because all my, I find it and I'm like, okay, well, this is Aaron or this is Carly or this is Gentry or whatever.
How many producers do you guys have?
I think 9.
Okay.
I think 9.
So it's not massive, but I mean, that's a good amount of producers, but it's not like you got 100-person team,
No, we're only, we've got, I think it's 18 W-2, 2 1099s. One of my favorite team members lives in the Philippines. She works from midnight to 8 a.m., and she speaks better English than I do. Shout out to Lavasoft. That's where I hired her from. And still, it's such a subcontractor basis, but she's like a technician for the commercial team.
Oh, cool.
But when we just hired a new teammate, and the way we found this teammate who lives in Florida was we go to our team and we say, okay, everybody's been in the business in order to get into our company, you've got to have at least 10 years experience. I like 20 years experience. Okay. I like to hire young producers. I like to hire older service people. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Why is that?
Number one, experience. Number two, they've been mistreated typically at other businesses, and I know my culture will kill them. Like just the kindness and the love and the weekly check-ins that
you're talking the service people here. Right?
Service people,
okay. Yeah.
And so,
why do you like to hire producers young, though? I'm curious.
Because I can teach them.
They don't develop bad habits, maybe.
And I don't have to fix them.
Yeah.
So the last 2 producers we've hired, one was 23 and one was 24.
Okay.
And they're killing it.
That's awesome.
Killing it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's about, if you're looking for new people, look at where have they been, how long have they been there, and try to get somebody that's been with the same company for at least 5 years. My rule is 5 and 10. So 5 years at the same place, same time, and then 10 years of experience. So that's it. So
that's awesome. It's a good way to go about it.
So far it's worked. I don't know. Could fall apart tomorrow, but so far.
And how many total people in your company then? 9 producers?
So total of, including producers, so 18 total, 2 subcontractors. I think we're at 20.
Okay.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
We've got capacity to grow. I'll probably be looking to hire, production-wise, I'm good. I can grow. It's as we continue to bring a lot of production in, that's where the next hire will be a service team member.
That's where we're at now on the insurance front. Is we're at myself. We just hired a gal in Texas, and then we have a Michigan producer now as well, and I think one more in Illinois. That are not in the office. And then we have my CEO, my partner, he's, Illinois guy. And we have a kind of inside-outside sales / service guy. And then Where right now, two of our ladies are they've been having kids, so which is awesome, to see their families growing. And so we're like, oh crap, we got to find some more full time people, because
You asked me why I hire older service people.
They've already had the kids.
And I'm not saying that we haven't hired younger service people.
Right,
We
right.
do. I mean, I've got Cass, who she was 2 hires ago, but Cass is the granddaughter to one of our 20-year-plus employees.
Okay.
And she had interned with us, and she left us and went to work with Anthem after she graduated college, worked
wow.
in the Cube for 5 years, and we had this opportunity come up, and her grandmother reached out and said, what about Cass? I'm like, I loved her. So she came back, and she's been a rock star.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So like
she might have kids, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she's,
Well,
that's
yeah,
fine.
it's part of it, and like the way we've made it work for them, and they're experienced. Well, a couple of them are experienced. The other, some of them are younger, and they're just staying on part time. Working from home, and that's awesome. Because you need that too.
Yeah,
so.
our daughter Carly, who's again on the management team, she had Bo about 13 months ago. So she is a working mother, and her position is she's a producer, but she does marketing for all the producers.
Okay.
So we find a piece of business and we send it to Carly. Her husband's a professional baseball player.
Oh,
and
cool.
So they're in Bowling Green, Kentucky right now. He got drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays out of high school, 2018.
No way.
Yeah, and shout out to Nick Schnell, number 7, playing for the Hot Rods, Bowling Green. Anyway, check him out. He's going to be.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's going to be in the big leagues. But anyway,
That's so cool.
their son Bo Beans. So mom works all day, but then is also able to manage, Bo and so anyway, I think it's important to have all types of ages in the company. Our oldest employee, I think, I know he's 75. I think he's 78.
Wow.
And he's probably one of the harder workers in our company.
Yeah.
And if he walked in here, you'd go, well, that guy's 55. No, he's legitimately a big hockey guy, plays hockey,
cool.
trains kids in hockey. But anyway, we've just got a really cool blend of humanity.
That's awesome. Yeah, you got to have wisdom to pass down and youth to invigorate.